Hi and welcome back. This is the first update for June. As you can probably see, the bulkhead is sort of on. I'll show you what I mean sort of on. Let's have a quick look around here. I think the camera's going to be a pain in the arse and not focus all the time. Oh yes, this bracket here is actually bolted on through the chassis. The thing I haven't done is gap the doors between the pillars and the door. The bit that is wrong is, I'll get my thumb out of the way, there's a gap here. Now I've measured from, I've better off doing it the other side of it, it's squashy around here. From here, that point there, to that point, I'll find it there, which obviously is the width of the door. So the bulkhead is definitely in the right place. It seems like the outriggers are wrong. And while I'm here, I'll just show you quickly. I've just started doing the wiring, managed to get hold of this wiring diagram. That's it. And it took me quite a while to realise that the codes are slightly different, like because there's a lot of B's for black and blue and brown. Black is actually B, brown is N, and blue is U. But it took me quite a while to work that out. So the wires that are coming through the front here, I've identified all of them bar 2. The green one there, that is a power lead. For some reason that goes from the, I forget where it comes from there, let's have a quick look. Goes onto the ignition switch, it goes onto the back of one of the dials. I think it's the speedo. There's like a junction box there. Anyway, we'll go into more detail later. I found an old coil and holder. I'll just put that in place. I don't know if it's the right coil or not. I'm sure someone will tell me it's wrong. But there's one I just happen to have, and it sort of fits there. They enable me to wire it in. I've got the wire sort of there ready for it. This was the other wire I couldn't find. It's actually a brown and yellow. I found where it goes on the dashboard, but I don't know what the button's for. So let's go around here. The voltage regulator, I've done sort of this little bit here up to here. I've used some proper harness tape on there. You probably can't see it that well, but as it looks really nice. There's a bracket here. I've taken off the fuse box. That's what them 2 holes there for. And I'm going to put in a 6-way fuse box. But this, I think it's broken. If you look at it, this is the voltage regulator. This part looks okay, albeit being rusty. But if you look there, there's a bit missing. So I think I'm going to have to invest in a new one. Well, I did put it back on just to keep the wires in place and everything. Petrol pump goes in there. I'm just refurbishing that at the moment. Okay, wires already run for it. Everything's all marked up. I think it's right. This button there is the starter. I just need to check that actually, make sure it actually works because it's actually been bypassed. Front drive shaft is in. Just all hanging about, doing nothing at the moment. It's all bolted up. And this little bit sticking out here, keep my thumb out of the way. That little bit there is for the accelerator pedal. There's a little bracket that goes in sort of around there, which we'll do that later. So walk round. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a bit of wiring to do. This is the bit that's obviously not Landrover, but obviously see indicators and maybe a horn button, and maybe, judging by, might be a light switch. We'll throw that out, we don't really need that. But the light switches are actually on the ignition. The button I was on about, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's this button down the bottom there. See there? I don't really know what that button's for, but that connects to that wire that goes through there. It's a windscreen washer or something silly. It might be, mightn't it? Maybe not. Anyway, we'll come back to that later and find out. So this is what the bulkhead's actually on. The bit problem I've got really is this outrigger is definitely the wrong one. I know there was some signs of being the wrong one when I couldn't fit the master cylinder, so I had to make up some brackets around here and make it fit. So I've actually got, consequently now, I've got a gap there of about 40mm. And I think this outrigger, what it should have, I don't know if you can see it, when it curves around there, it should curve around a lot more. done round. So this is probably off a later one, maybe not series one, but what I'm going to do is make up a nice, once I've worked out the gap for the door, I'm going to make up a proper spacer for there, and I might even weld it on. We'll see how we go. I didn't really want to do any welding because I thought I'd finish with it all, but there you go, that's that. It's the dashboard. Steering column's ready to go in. I've got the bracket for that yet. As you can see, the steering column's all done. That's ready to be bolted back in. Must put them dampers on, those been sitting there for years. In that jar there is the fuel filter. I won't grab it out because my hands are dirty. Apparently you can't get a replacement anymore. Here's the bowl. I've actually managed to clean it. It looks like new. Although you can't buy a new one, I managed to buy the screen that's inside. Oh, it is here. Well, obviously this is the old one. It's the old one. I managed to sort of locate a new one, so we do that. And the seal for the bowl. And last but not least is the fuel pump. I couldn't resist, but I had to take it apart just to have a look at it, and it actually seemed okay. It's all nice and clean. I've ordered a new filter which goes in there. You can still get. I really just wanted to see if that diaphragm is okay, and it seems sort of okay. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll find out. Obviously there's a gasket on there, and I need to make. Can't buy them anymore. A new gasket for there. And I think the cost of a new pump about £200 odd. But if I put it back together and it doesn't work, I'm just going to get an aftermarket facet pump and locate it right next to the fuel tank somewhere. So we'll see. But I might leave it in place so it just looks original. That's pretty much it now. Obviously the dreaded fuel tank's just sitting there. Just trying to ignore it at the moment. It might go away, but I don't think it will. Well, that's pretty much it. Well, thanks for looking. See you again shortly. Bye now.